this mean that the killer broke into the glass to get at it?
Mr. I Fly Piggy Bank data updated my organizer.
Really? Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in the shop. Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. So come on, how should I know anything? I sense a further inspection of the display case is needed.
Alright, get out of logic. Can I get over here? Can I get to the thingy?
There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases. You know what I suggest? Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip. Oh, then. Okay, then how about you buy something for me then as a present? I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything. Well, I had my eye on that pendant for such a long time. Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk.
Okay, so do I have to examine this again? Yep.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny.
Like, you haven't done that 1,000 times. Okay, so you don't even have to move this. Just hit the deuce. And then the Alpha Piggy Bank.
There is definitely something very unusual about this. About what? If the killer broke into the glass to get Mr. I-Fly Piggy Bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that. However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case. Nope, no there isn't. Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass. Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor. I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time too. Head? That's nice. Which leads me to believe that the killer took Mr. I-Fly from here after the turbulence.
Mr. I Fly Piggy Bank data updated my organizer.
Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Melee, and listen to what I'm talking. What? But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules the piggy bank out as the murder weapon. So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake? Yes, at this point, that's a very real possibility. But then what if, when the killer wanted to take Mr. I-Fly, they broke the glass by accident? The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely. Yeah, but there's one person who could have. Oh, and who would that be? Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she is the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything. Miss Rhoda Tunru, huh?
Okay, so I did not mean that logic. Actually, wait. You're supposed to. I want to see if this works. Yeah, okay, never mind. Oh, I get it now. I'm so stupid.
Yes, there's definitely something wrong here. What's with the sudden yelling? Tell me, Miss Melee, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases? Oh, well, sure. They totally ooze strange, like the color and such. That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention. Oh, you're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. The suitcases are lined up a bit prim and proper. Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator. Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Melee. Don't you find it usual that these cases are the only things disturbed by the turbulence? Never mind. I'd sooner find the answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Upon closer inspection, they really seem quite hideous. I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she heard what you just said. What's wrong? She makes a good point. It would be wise for me not to watch what I say out loud. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. What is unusual about the suitcase?
Now careful where you point this, because this game has a bug, apparently, where if you point to a certain wheel, it still counts as a mess up. So first I'm going to try the right wheel. Because what you're supposed to point out is that the wheel guard is missing, and okay, apparently I did the right thing there. So yeah, for some reason if you do that's the left wheel. If you do the right wheel, the game screws up for some reason, and it thinks you got it wrong. I don't know why that is.
There's something very particular about these wheels. Huh? As in, there are no stoppers in place of these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have it sent flying. And? It's very likely that the suitcase was placed here after we hit the turbulence. Let's take a closer look at that, shall we?
Let's examine it. And I don't know why I didn't go back to the bottom screen.
This was apparently designed by Miss Tenryo herself. The design has a certain je ne sais quoi about it. Yes, perhaps that is the best way to put it.
Oh, edgy. I believe we're supposed to open the suitcase? How do you open the suitcase? Oh, wait. There we go.
It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. A piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood. Ah! It's blood! It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all.
Alright, give me my bar, even though I barely lost any of it.
So explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder? I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used the suitcase in some manner, such as to move something perhaps. But aren't you just talking about the cloth then? That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe the killer used the suitcase to transport is...
Present the crime scene notes.
Something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it?
I-Fly suitcase, data jotted down in my organizer. Sorry about that. Body cloth, data jotted down in my organizer.
But... In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator for someplace else. Which means the murder was committed in an entirely different location. So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it? Exactly. What is it? Oh, nothing. Just that I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee supervision of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way I can, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sounds like fun. We can camp out and watch over everything together. I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge, and I have enough decisive evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. And yet, regarding what Miss Melee reminded me about Miss Tenryo, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light.
To be continued. Well, stuff happened. We found out a couple things, and on the plane, we have somewhat proved some innocence of me. So next time on Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth, we will, I guess, be wherever we land and continue investigating from there. See you guys then.